was a bit annoying. Sorry about the truck going past. Or the lorry. Or the semi. Anyway. Yeah, so it started out as a sore throat. And I thought it would go away within a day, but turns out I've still got it nearly a week later. So this was over the weekend, and it was getting really sore and infected, which is a bit gross to be talking about. I'm sorry. So on the Monday, I decided I better go and see the doctor. So I did, and that was a bad idea, because the doctor that I got was useless. Now I've done that doctor roleplay video, and I'm not gonna lie, I made a better doctor than this lady that I got. I was far more thorough than she was. She didn't do any tests. All she did was check my breathing, stuck a thermometer in my ear, and asked me a few questions, and that was pretty much it. The weird thing was, she asked me what I thought she should do about my sickness. And I was thinking, well, you're the supposed professional here, lady. You tell me what I should be doing. It was strange as well, because she had an assessor there from a university who was assessing her. So she's obviously fairly new. So I sat down. She was like, what's the problem? So I said, I've got a sore throat. I've had it for 4 days at the time, and it's not going away, and I'm in a fair amount of pain, and it's been waking me up. And so I explained that I normally get a sore throat before I get sick, but this is obviously something different. And so, so she got her little stick thing and shoved that in my mouth and told me to say so I did. And then she said, oh yes, it's very red. And I said, hey lady, tell me something I don't know. So anyway, she checked my breathing with her stethoscope, or whatever you call them. And I had to take my shirt off for her, and I'm not gonna lie, she looked pretty excited. And then she stuck this thing in my ear to see how hot I was. And then she got another stick and put that in my mouth. And then she got a swab and said, no, she told me to say, so I did. And then as I was saying, she put this swab right down the back of my throat and touched the back of my throat. And I made the most embarrassing, that's a good word, embarrassingly horrendous squeak as I gagged when she touched my throat with the swab. I'm not going to repeat the noise because it's not acceptable for me to be making such a noise. Anyway, we both thought it was pretty funny, and I got into one of those fits of laughter where you can barely hold it in, so I was turning away, trying to hold in this laughter over this horrendous noise that I just made in front of her and the assessor. She had a little giggle, but I don't think she had much of a sense of humour. I didn't get anything out of the assessor. He seemed pretty uptight. Anyway, she washed her hands and sat back down, and then started asking me questions about what she should do for me. And I said, well, is it going to go away by itself, or do I need medication or whatever? And then she was like, well, we've got to send the swab off for tests. And that she couldn't really tell me anything otherwise. And honestly, I was in and out within 5 minutes. This video is going much longer than the actual appointment, which is a bit ironic. And then she asked, do you have any other questions? And I thought, well, you're obviously not much use, so no, I don't have any other questions. I did try to explain that I get sick quite often, but she didn't seem to care about that, and only seemed to care that she only seemed to care that I hadn't been to see her within a year. I said, well, that's because I've not been here. I've been away. Yeah, and here comes a truck. I don't know if you realise, but every time I make a video, I have to stop it each time a truck goes past because it's too disrupting. But I'm not going to do that tonight because I want to do this quickly. Okay, so where was I? This riveting story. So, yes, she was concerned as to why I hadn't been for a checkup within a year. And I was like, hey lady, if it's not broken, don't fix it. I think she was hitting on me. So anyway, she went ahead and prescribed me some penicillin capsule thingies to get if the results of the swab came back positive for it seems to be gone already and turning into pardon. It's gone and turning into a bit of a cold now. So I don't know what is going on with my health. I'm usually pretty healthy, but these darn colds that get me too often. Yeah, so other than that, so Halloween was last night. It's really not a big thing here. Nobody does anything. Well, they do, but I don't know. It's not huge like it is in the States or wherever else. I helped out with an alternative party to Halloween. It was a community light party. So instead of letting the kids walk around the streets and beg for candy, this was an event where kids and their families were able to come and have a good time in a supervised and controlled area. So it was in our town, in our town event centre, and there was a bouncy castle and a horizontal bungee, crikey, and candy floss, or cotton candy, and face painting and music, and what else was there? A fishing game. We fish for a prize. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun and a nice alternative to Halloween. I don't know how many people there were. Probably around 400 to 500 people there, so that was a good turnout. And considering it was a Monday night, a school night for the kids, so it was good that they did come along. I was a supervisor person, but I also took my camera and going to put together a sort of an advertisement or promo for next year, and just to show, put on the internet for people to see if they missed it or anything like that. So yeah, that was a good night. Other than that, there's not a whole lot else to talk about. I've got a few good ideas for some videos to do in the future, so things to say, but can't seem to. So on that bombshell, have a pleasant night. And see, I'm trying to find things to say. I should just say goodbye. So have a good night. I've already said that. And have a good night. Alright. Enough nonsense. Before I cough again.